Hey guys, welcome back to the Bucket Think Tank. So, we're on the JSA now. So, this book is actually 7 issues in, but I was trying to figure out how I felt about it because I do love the JSA. I really liked Jeff Johns' run, which got me to read the other runs, and it's fun. It really is. Like, if I had to pick a superhero team to join, I know we all go with the Justice League, over the Avengers, or actually, it wasn't until recently people wanted to join the Avengers or the X-Men. I don't know why anyone would want to join the X-Men. You never win when you're the X-Men, like at all. It is the epitome of a civil rights team. It's all about the struggle. I almost knocked my shelf down. The Green Lantern Corps, maybe if they didn't all keep getting wiped out. Maybe, maybe. Our Justice League Dark, which can't keep a book going. Not the JSA is in any position to really brag about that. But I was excited for this. I'm like, okay, Jeff Lemire's writing it. Like, okay, okay. And the first issue kind of tells you everything. And what I mean by that is, so we get a big mention of the JSA and its legacy, its history. Before there was the Justice League, there was the JSA coming in at World War II, fighting fascism. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. And we recently saw, of course, well, not recently, but we saw in Doomsday Clock the importance of the JSA. That without them, then we see a Superman sort of grows up feeling like an outsider, like he doesn't belong. And of course, we see them take other heroes under the wing. We see a bunch of legacies coming in. Like there's usually always a Doctor Fate there. There's usually always an Hourman. These legacies pass on. You also go and find heroes that maybe you don't want to fight Darkseid, but you'd like to see them helping out with your everyday superhero stuff. This is where you would send your kids to learn to be heroes. Black Lightning sent his kids there. They wanted to go there too, so it works out. But recently, we see in the current iteration, the JSA is in a bit of a spot. The team is divided, not for the first time, and now we have a sort of, not necessarily a civil war, but a split within the team. Uh, we have characters. We have, let's see, Hawkman, Hawkwoman, Alan Scott, um, Green Lantern, the first Green Lantern, Jay Garrick, the first Flash, Wildcat, Ted Grant, and my boy Khalid Nasur is. I really hope I'm saying that right because I'm really trying to put some spice on that name because I do like Khalid. Um, have gone missing. They don't know where they are. And the JSA is sort of trying to do the best they can with Jade, the daughter of Alan Scott, as and also Green Lantern as well. It's weird, as the chair of the JSA, trying to lead the team in, namely against Cobra, a terrorist organization. And so, as the team tries to figure out what to do, dealing with different positions going on, i.e., Jade's brother Obsidian is getting a bit more aggressive. There's more into that later, I promise you. And the fact that, hey, maybe we should call in other members, like maybe the reserves, like people who used to be in the JSA. Where's Cyclone? Where's Cyclone? I don't care where Adam Smasher is. Like, bring in Black Canary. Where's Courtney's not doing anything. She really isn't. Bring her in. Power Girl, yeah, yeah. Let's just get her back because that Power Girl book ain't doing it. That Terrific, yeah. What's Mr. Terrific doing outside of random tech work? He's gonna be down here anyway. See Our Man and Jesse Quick. And I'm like, this is not these two. I love these guys. You know, when I read JSA for the first time, these two were like so in love, such a great, happy married couple as superheroes, which you don't normally see. I guess the closer you get is Aquaman and Mera, because Reed and Sue were just kind of Sue's really doing all the work in that relationship. I said it. We used to have Peter Parker and Mary Jane. That didn't work out, but you know they weren't superheroes together. And we're still waiting for Hal and Carol to like commit. So really, this is kind of all we had for the most part, and I like them. Like the first issue, the first time I read them, they was like having fun, just hanging out together, planning dates. It was cool. All right. And here, there's been a rift created through the events of Absolute Power when Jesse lost her powers. And I'm like, okay, okay. And also, Jesse seems to be running off. They both feel like the other's letting them down. I'm like, okay, but we're gonna fix this, right? We're gonna, you know, I hope so. My boy Jakeem Williams, JJ Thunder, with his magical genie as Captain of Pen. Yeah, it's kind of awesome. Has been attacked. So in other words, whatever happened that caused our heroes, the Alan, Jay, and Ted, and the others to be separated, it's apparently tied to that. And we see Yolanda. Is that? Oh no, it's Doctor Midnight, the new Doctor Midnight. I feel very removed from her. I just don't. And we find this all employed by the Injustice Society. Overall, I don't hate these issues. As a matter of fact, I keep coming back to them. I keep reading them, and it's an interesting story figuring out exactly what's going on here, where the JSA is, where the other members of the JSA are, where how the Injustice Society fits into what their plan is. It's all really cool ideas. But it also just is sort of missing that spark of optimism that I look for in the JSA. All right. I'm not seeing it, and I really want that to be there. If you're looking for something like that, this isn't it. This isn't it. If you just like to see the JSA, seeing them doing stuff, being heroes, dealing with stuff only the JSA deals with, like Captain Nazi. Captain Nazi was wild. We haven't seen him yet. I'm looking for him because that was great. That was great. But we are sort of seeing how different the JSA is without their key hitters, without their key members, and that I think might be the biggest weakness of it. Maybe also the fact that they're all missing. I don't think we ever saw exactly the events that led to Khalid being in the JSA, and I think I would have liked to see that too. But right now, it's more of like the mystery. How we got from here to there, what the Injustice Society wants, how Johnny Sorrow's involved, who the traitor is. Oh yeah, there's a traitor. There's a traitor. And as you read it, you can kind of figure it out. Like I kind of thought it was gonna be him or her. You're not gonna catch me. Or her and him. Or them. Or they. Well, haha. Yeah, there we go. As well as some other relationships going on in the background. But I think there's one thing I don't quite get is the new Black Cat, other than the new Wildcat, and the new Doctor Midnight. I'm not familiar with them as well as the new Sandman for the well, not the new Sandman, but this Sandman for the most part. I think I would have liked to have seen how they ended up on the team. I think I would have liked to have heard that story. With a lot of them, it sort of explains like, hey, my dad was on the team, so I'm here on the team. My mom was on the team, so I'm here on the team. That is fine. But seeing the connection, especially with what happens in issue 7, I did like that, especially the importance of legacy, who carries the torch on afterwards. I like that, but at the same time, I'm kind of wanting to feel a bit more of that grounded home feel to it. Like I said, the Just League is where you go to be a superhero. If you want to be a hero, you join the JSA. Um, that's it. I didn't want to go too far into it. I didn't want to reveal too much, just sort of like the feeling of the first issue, because nothing really changes in terms of like tone. There's no big, super big reveal that wouldn't, I feel, ruin the story. I'm trying to figure out the middle ground for me here. But I think it's a first step. We're seeing some drama, we're seeing characters in new places, we're seeing interesting dynamics that I think should have been explored better in an earlier story. Like this could be used in issue 0 for the JSA, but we already had JSA written by Jeff Johns, which I don't think did the right job because that was really just Johns really trying to bookend Doomsday Clock and Flashpoint Beyond and Flashpoint. And Stargirl and the Lost Children, that was fun. That was fun. It's always nice to see Stargirl going solo. Um, but even then, that story was more about, hey, this lost generation of sidekicks, not so much about the JSA. Granted, a lot of them ended up in the JSA, and I'd like to see more from that. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, with that, Mind brings to a close here. If you're new about the thing, for like, comment, share, subscribe. What's your favorite part of the JSA? Who's your favorite member of the JSA? To me, that varies, but I always love seeing Dr. Fate in these stories. Leave a thousand in the comment section. I'll catch you all later. This is Bug Think Tank signing off. Thanks for watching as always. May your fandom serve you well.